God damn. Fly a sign real quick. We're gonna turn our numbers in. Feel me? Well, I'm gonna get straight down to it, bro. You know, I'm not attracted to like women who are around my age or more. I prefer younger women, preferably like 25, 26, 27, all the way up to 30. You know, I'll date a 30-year-old woman because I feel like we got time to for a few years to enjoy ourselves before we have children. You know, a couple, 3, 4 years by ourselves. You know, but a woman that's past 35 years old, I consider that around my age, even though I am 45. You know, what I'm saying I'm about to be 46 in about uh, 46, and shit, February, brain freeze. I'm focusing on goddamn pain in my foot. When I wake up, I got a left pain in my heel. It goes away after a while, man, but it's just you're getting older, you know. But I'm just not into women around my age, man. Don't get me wrong, I'll hit it and quit it, man. But when we're talking about long-term relationships, a 25-year-old will be better for me. You know, 26, 27. I think 27 is the sweet spot because she got some experience on her. She ain't all hella young and shit. You know what I'm saying? She probably got all the clubbing out of her system. You feel what I'm saying? So I couldn't keep up with a 21-year-old. That's too young for me. You know, she'll have me up all night, bro. Clubbing, bar hopping. You know, I'm too old for all that. I mean, I ain't too old, but I can still do it, man. But I'll get worn out by her, bro. You know, what's his name? Uh, uh, what's his name? The fighter, Rampage Jackson. Yeah. So I just woke up, so my brain is not working fast. Rampage Jackson, he got him a young hot tenderoni, and he's saying that he can't keep up with her, man. She wearing him out. You know, he got a woman in her 20s and stuff, and Rampage a little bit older than me, man. He like 47. You know what I'm saying? So he's having a hard time keeping up with them youngins, man. At his age, man. saying that she want to have sex all night, and Rampage is like 47. I ain't got no time to be fucking all night, man. That's that young stuff. I'll give you 2 nuts, and that's about it. You feel what I'm saying? I give you, but 3, I don't know about 3. You know, maybe I might get 3. Maybe I can squeeze 3 out, but nah. He's saying, man, she want to have sex all the time, man. I can't keep up with her. That's what happens when you get with women that's too young, man. 26, 27 is a sweet spot. 25 is where I'll begin right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Once I get this bag, I'm gonna be dating women that's younger than me, man. More than 10 years younger. I say about 20 years younger. You feel me? And plus, it's like, I'm talking about dating. I ain't talking about starting a family, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't talking about just a fling. Because I will bang some of these women that are around my age for only a fling. And the reason behind that is because we can't have children. What a 45-year-old woman gonna do? How many children can she pump out? Just one? I'm gonna want more than that. I'm gonna want at least 3 at the most. A young woman can do that. You see, I'm very strategic, man. I know what's up. When I want her to have babies, you know, she can do the job, man. You know. So that's why 25, 26, 27, you know what I'm saying? That's a sweet spot for me, man. You know, like I said, when I get this bag, that's what I'm gonna be checking for, man. I ain't gonna be checking for a 45-year-old woman, bro. You feel me? Let's get across the street. Woo, my legs, man. I'm serious, man. You know. You know. That's why we get with younger women, man. For reproductive purposes, man. You know? You know. And plus, you know, I like to go out. Shit, man. It ain't like I won't go out with her and have fun. You know. Old grandmas, man. They old and grandma-ish, man. I can't be with no old grandma, bro. Like, especially a female that's older than me. Oh, man, that's worse. I'm telling you, a female that's 55, 60, oh, no, I am not attracted to those type of women, bro. Now, some of them, they look good for their age. You know, I might bang them or something like that, but long term, it's just not going to work. She's already set in her ways. You can't be in a relationship with these type of women, bro. They too emotionally done. Emotional damaged. You know, they emotionally damaged and shit. You know what I'm saying? You see how Sub 5 Stalker was? Sub 5 Stalker was around my age, man. And she's mentally done. She's finished, bro. She kept like creeping up on my car, talking about, you got another woman in here? I'm like, what if I did have another woman up in here? We're not together. You feel what I'm saying? So nah, man, I'm good with women around 35 and up. I'm just like, no. If she late 30s, no. That's too old. You know. I'm talking about a female between 25 and 30. Right there. That's it. Now 22, 23, that's a little bit young, but I'll go with that before I go with a 45-year-old woman, bro. I'll date a 22-year-old before I'll date a 45-year-old woman, like I said, man. I had to say it twice. Because I'm real about that shit, bro. You see, women around my age, they still can look pretty and stuff, man. You know, but their thinking is already, you know, It's already plastered. You know what I'm saying? You can't mold her. She's already been molded around that age, man. You gotta get a young female between 25 and 30. For me, you know, to me, a 30-year-old woman, that's young to me, bro. I'll date a 30-year-old. That's as far as I go, though. I don't go past, no. Even not 1 year. 31, oh no, that's too old. 33, 34, that's too old, man. Because then we'd be in a rush to have children. She's already got the baby rabies and stuff around that age. Especially if she hasn't had children. She's going to want to have children like right away. Because her time is ticking, you know. But if you date a woman that's 25, man, she ain't in no rush to have babies like right away. Maybe in like 2 years of dating, at least 2 years where we can have fun by ourselves and travel, you know what I'm saying, and hang out. Shit, go on our honeymoon if we did get married and shit, man. You feel me? Without kids. That's another thing. Women with kids, man, no thank you. Once I get this bag, I'm checking for females without children. No, I don't want to come into no ready-made families. Most women that are older, they got children already. Most women who are 45, they got children. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. You feel me? I don't want to come into no ready-made families. I done had so many bad experiences with single mothers. It's not even funny, bro. No, my legacy got to start off fresh. I'm not inheriting anybody else's ready-made family, bro. Bad experiences, man. My last girlfriend, her daughter was a terror, bro. You feel me? Her daughter was a terror. And then I had bad experiences before my ex-girlfriend with the kids and stuff, knocking on the door. You in there hitting it. You know, your kid like, Mama, what you doing in there? Are you okay? You know, nah, forget all that, bro. I need to be. You need some alone time with your woman, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know, before you start having children with her and shit like that. You feel me? We need alone time. We need time to get to know each other without kids in the way. You know, and I know some of these women are gonna be like, man, you can't accept a woman with children. How dare you? Yeah, I'm like, that's just my preference. I don't want women with children if I got the bag, okay? You know, if I got the bag, I call the shots. I'm in control of my destiny. I don't have to settle for women who got children. Broke men gotta settle for women who got children, bro. It's very rare that a high-value man or a man with the bag will settle for a female who has children. You know what I'm saying? That's rare. Now, it does happen. I've seen it happen. Where dudes will come in and play Captain Save a Hoe and shit like that. You know, becoming a simp for a woman with children and shit. Nah, that's not what I'm about, though. I'm about getting this bag, settling down with a young hot tenderoni in her 20s. Around 25, 26. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that older women shit, man. That's, you know, fuck all that, man. I want something fresh, something new, man. You know, something that hasn't been driven before, man. You know, women with children, they've been driven already, man. They've been driven already. You know. They done had kids with the bad boy, or Chad or Tyrone. What the fuck I look like taking care of Chad's or Tyrone's kids, man? You know, what the fuck I look like playing Captain Save-A-Ho. And I worked so hard to get that bag. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, hell no. No, I am not going to go for long term with women around my age. Because some people, they think in their head, especially the youngsters, why can't you get a woman around your own age? Why you got to get the women that are 25, 26, huh? How come you can't stay with women around your own age? There's a reason behind that. I told you, for reproductive purposes, we want to reproduce. Younger women can take the job. Older women can't. Okay? If I got, like I said, man, if I got the bag, I call the shots. You see what I'm saying? When you got the bag, younger females, they're going to shoot their shot with you. Younger females, they're going to make it easy for you to get with them. So why settle for a female that's older, out of her prime, when you can settle for a female that's in her prime, young, hot, tender? You feel what I'm saying? Nah, forget all that. I prefer young, hot, tenderoni girls. I'm attracted to them. You feel me? Forget all that, bro. You worked hella hard to get the bag, and now your prize is a single mother, bro. Single mothers are at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to dating. And I'm going to tell you why, because they got kids from another man, or a previous relationship, or a previous marriage that didn't work out.
Wait.
You feel what I'm saying? They're not first choice. Even though females, they try to make it look like there's nothing wrong with dating a single mother. They try to make it look like there's nothing wrong, or they try to shame you for not picking that female. Shaming you for having standards and stuff like that. Just like you females got standards, we got standards too. A man gotta have standards too, man. I'm gonna pop my balloon. You got kids? I'm gonna pop my balloon. That's it. I can't deal with no kids. I'm sorry. I gotta start my own legacy. Fucking kids that's taller than me and shit. I remember I used to date single mothers back in the day, and the kids used to be taller than me, bro. I'm like, damn, how tall was his father? Oh, his father was like 6'2", 6'3". And I'm like, oh, okay, so you gonna come after me last? No, fuck you. A lot of these females, let me tell you something real quick. A lot of these females, they'll be dating the tall bad boys, the tall Chads and Tyrone, over 6 foot. And then when they get ran through by them, then they come running towards you, the guy that's under 6 feet tall. No, thank you. I was second choice. No, thank you. Don't ever be nobody else's second choice. That's why the bag is so powerful, man. You'll be the first choice, man. You feel me? Somebody second choice, bro. Somebody who they would choose second. Get the fuck out of here, bro. To get that bag, man, you can choose first, man. Or you'll be the first one that's been chosen. You'll be the first one chosen, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not checking for females around my age, man. When it comes to like reproductive purposes, gotta be with the younger woman, man. Gotta be with a younger woman. Well, it's cooler today, man. The sun gonna pop out later, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I had bad experiences with women that had children that were older than me. You know, my last girlfriend, she was older than me, bro. And as the years went by, I started becoming unattracted to her, bro. Like, I mean, she started becoming unattracted to me. Unattractive. Not unattracted, but unattractive. She started becoming unattractive to me. Her hair started thinning out, you know, on top. She didn't have a full set of hair no more. She didn't have a full-fledged, you know, just things was disappearing before my eyes, man. I just was not attracted to my girlfriend after a while, man. We stayed together for 12 years. So the moment she got over 40, that's when I noticed that I started becoming unattracted to her, man. Like, I was 26 and she was 35, man. At 35, she was still looking good and shit. But as the years went by, it was just like, I didn't like her no more, man. You know what I'm saying? And especially when she got into her 40s, I was just not attracted to her like I was, you know, 10 years prior, you know. So you get them young, man, they stay like that for years, man. You know, so why you think Leonardo DiCaprio, he's always trading his girls in. Every time they turn 25, he break up with them and get a brand new girlfriend. And Leonardo DiCaprio, he like them females young, around 19 and 20 and shit. Go ahead, Leonardo DiCaprio. Hey, Leonardo DiCaprio, he keep them 19, 20, 21. He keeps them bras nice and fresh and hot, and they shave him so hard, bro. The females, the older females. Why can't he get a 28-year-old or 29-year-old? Why does he have to get a 19-year-old? Because those type of females are easily demoted, man. You females, once you get a certain age, you become a lot more mouthy. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole lot to say, and we don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? At that age, they quiet because they ain't lived enough life yet. Females that are older, they don't live too much life. They got too much to say, bro. And they talk back. They more likely to talk back. The younger females, they ain't talking back, man, like that. They know when to be quiet. The older females, you don't you don't know when to be quiet. I gotta go, man. You guys have a good day, man. My phone about to die. I'm out, man. Peace.